Room 9664 on the Ovation of the Seas.
Hi, Noreen here. Today we're going to give you a tour on our accessible balcony cabin on the Ovation of the Seas. This is cabin 9662. When you first walk in, there's a thermostat for keeping the temperature the way you'd like it. And then there's a master switch. And with this card, the master switch is turned on. This is lights for the entire room. And because this is an accessible cabin, these are emergency buttons. And also, because this is an accessible cabin, this is the door opener. So you don't have to open it by hand. You push the button and the door opens. So continuing into the room, on the left is our TV, on the left. And the map is showing where we are right now. We have not left the port of Vancouver, British Columbia yet. We're set to sail about 10 o'clock tonight. So underneath the TV is a storage area where you can put magazines or pamphlets or information on your shore excursions or your daily compass if you have a paper one. And then next to the TV is the mirror, full-length mirror. And then moving over, we have the desk. And the desk has a movable table, which you can use to put in front of the couch if you're going to have room service, or if you want to sit on the couch and write papers or do some paperwork. And the mirror has lights, but the desk has a lot of really cool features. It has a European outlet, 2 USB ports, and 2 regular American outlets. Some cubby holes for storage, and a comfortable chair. And next to the table is the chest or cabinet. The top drawer has hair dryer and some Kleenex. And below that is the cooler, which keeps things at around 45 degrees, I think. It's not a refrigerator. And on this ship, the room comes with a tea kettle that you can plug in to make hot water, and cups and saucers, and instant coffee and tea. And we asked for some ice, so our stateroom attendant brought us an ice bucket with some glasses. On the other side of this cabinet is another lamp, and we have breakfast menus in the drawer. If you want to hang the menu on the door, you can have free continental breakfast or pay a service fee for hot food like bacon and eggs and pancakes and things like that. And then there's 4 more drawers for storage. Now we also have a closet, which has an accessible safe for someone who might be in a wheelchair or a scooter. So it's at that level. And there's storage above, plenty of hanging storage, and the pull-down rack so you can easily grab your clothes if you're seated. And 2 storage areas underneath the safe. Okay, on the left is the container port where all the hotels in the downtown area, some vintage buildings, and some brand new condos, and even the Pan Pacific Hotel where we stayed last night. So on our balcony, we have 2 chairs and a very nice table. And then going inside, on the left, there's a very large couch, which does turn into a double bed. And there's some art above it and some lights. But above the couch are 2 very large storage areas for extra storage, as this room could conceivably hold 4 people. So moving over to where the bed is, it's the typical 2 twin beds combined to be a king. On either side there's a lamp with also a reading light. On this side there's a switch for turning off all the lights in the room and an outlet you plug in your phone or iPad. On the other side of the bed is the telephone and the emergency pull cord and the closet. This is the second closet, which has some robes in it and plenty of storage in the 2 drawers below. So moving over here is the totally accessible washroom. On the right, we have the shower with a pull-down seat, and the shower head moves up and down so you can use it as a handheld or above your head. There's plenty of grab bars in the bathroom. There's some storage shelves here and towels, of course. And the sink is friendly towards a wheelchair or a scooter. And then over next to the toilet, we have the telephone. And also behind the shower curtain here is the emergency pull button cord. If you're in the bathroom and you have an emergency, you can pull the cord and help will come for you. I want to thank you for watching our videos, and I hope you'll think about subscribing, because we always look for subscribers to Cruising with the Ryans. But in the meantime, I want to thank you and remind you that we are on a 4-part cruise. Today is day number 1 of our first week, and each one of these 4 weeks we're going to be in a different cabin, and we will be bringing you a different cabin tour for each week that we're on the ship. So I hope you enjoy this, and tell all your friends if they want to see what their room is going to look like before they book a cruise. Check out Cruising with the Ryans, and you can find out what your cruise cabin is going to look like. Thank you very much, and remember to hit subscribe. Dennis has something he wants to tell you, but I want to show you that we have special blankets because this cruise is going to Alaska, and these are really cute blue plaid blankets that are going to keep us warm when we're in the chilly weather. So Dennis, what do you have to say?
Well, Dr. Dennis here, wanting to remind you to have really great safe vacations, and as Noreen said, please subscribe, and remember, smooth sailing.